this weekend I'm going to Aarhus. And also it's like where my mom and my dad lived and met. So I love Aarhus. It's actually also the place I wanted to move before I moved to Copenhagen. That didn't really happen. Instead, I'm here now, but I'm going there with, I mentioned her in the last video. I met a girl at ULK, and we're actually going there to open house. What is it called? Like a school to see the Jyske Kunstakademi Art Academy in Aarhus, which I've been there before for open house and I really liked it, and I think that's where I want to go to school. But my friend, she also want to see if it's something for her, maybe. We're going there and then taking a longer weekend to just stay in Aarhus and do stuff, see stuff. And maybe I'm gonna film if we go to a museum. I'll try and film something. So yeah, I think I'm gonna pack the last things that I'm like missing now, and then I probably have to go to catch the train to Aarhus.
Yes, yummy. Den virkelig fin plante.
So I'm back from Aarhus, and it was really fun. It was really hyggeligt, and so we went to Væksthuset, which I love Væksthuset. So my room is a mess. I had a really great time in Aarhus. So much happened in that weekend, so I'm a bit tired now. I'm trying to knit a sweater that I 2 summers ago started on, and I had a pattern then. I'm not even sure I have that anymore. Like, I didn't get that far with the sweater back then. So now I'm trying again, but I'm trying like in my own kind of way, because I don't know, using a pattern, it's going to be prettier, right? But I don't know, I'm just never going to really read it through, and then I won't ever make the sweater. I want to use the yarn so it doesn't just lay in like my room and I never get to use it. So now I'm just really kind of freehanding it. I can feel I really need these like few days before I talk to another person, or I do have to go to work, but I'll manage somehow. Definitely, I think Aarhus is a really nice city to study. Seems so fun. We went to like a university party thing, like fredagsbar. It was really fun to experience the Aarhus study life. Just Aarhus is like the place I wanted to move after like højskolen, after Testrup, but then obviously I moved to Copenhagen instead. It's my childhood town, and it's just, there's something else about it. Really one of my favorite places, and I'm really happy that I got to like experience the university like party, university life, just a little tiny bit of it. I feel like I only got to see, but it was really exciting, and I think I really value that experience. Also, if like Aarhus is a place that I would maybe want to study in the future. Of course, maybe I should talk a bit about the art academy. I have been to open house one time before there, and being there now, it just even more confirmed that I would really like to study there. It was some things changed from the last time I was there. Like they told us some different things. I think some things changed. I don't think they have as much funding anymore, if that makes sense, but also that checks out with how the government is managing our education system right now. Like of course, I don't even think they had much before, like 2 years ago, 3 years ago when I was there and visiting and hearing about it. I remember they said that every student gets like a little bit of money and allowance, if you will, to spend on art materials. And now they said that if you become a student, you have to fund your art projects out of your own pockets. I know in Denmark we do get we do actually get paid to go to study, and also at the Jyske Academy you do get SU. It is SU, like berettet. So you will still get money, but you know, if you don't want to work while you study, there might not be a lot of money to go around for art projects when you also have to pay rent if you want to live in Aarhus. But I think that's okay. They also said to see it from another point of view. It will be more like, it will kind of prepare you for what it's like to actually be an artist outside of school, like that you also have to pay for your own like art projects. So like it's not unreasonable. I think that makes a lot of sense. And what else changed from the last time I was there? Oh yeah, they're going to be in a new building, which I really like the building that they were already in, but it does seem like they might be getting more space, so it might be a good thing. They don't accept students this year. I didn't really plan to actually apply this year anyway, so it's fine. I feel like I'm talking a lot right now, and I hate editing talking, so yeah. So maybe I should just focus on knitting, maybe watching a movie, so to get my social battery back on track to go to work tomorrow, so I won't die. I don't know what's interesting. Like, I don't know, is me talking right now, just sitting and talking, interesting? Or do you guys maybe want to see me do more art? Because I feel like I don't do that much art in my videos. Actually, there's often the problem of me sitting down to do art and trying to film it, but when the camera's on, my work just isn't as good. At least I feel that way, so I kind of try to not film that much, because it kind of kills my flow. If you guys find it interesting, I will try and film it more. So far I've just kind of been showing what I've been doing after I've made it, and I don't know if that also works for you guys. I'm also planning on doing some sketchbook tours when I do finish some of my sketchbooks that I'm working on. I have 3 right now. I am very slow at finishing sketchbooks. It's a long time since I really finished a sketchbook. I think I used to really have a lot of sketchbooks and like finish a lot of them when I was younger and was really into like comics and anime, and that was like mostly what I kind of drew, and like original characters and that kind of stuff. I don't really do that anymore, but I'm trying to finish my gouache sketchbook. I don't know, it's just everything. Work, I have friends, I'm not someone who works very well under like pressure from myself. So it's gonna be finished when it's finished, which is also fine, but I sometimes do wish I could produce more content faster, but art, you can't really, or at least I can't rush art. It's like a mossy kind of green, like 2 different types of greens. This is like going to front, so it's gonna be striped. It's just this kind of really simple pattern, 1, 2, and then sleeves. And I really also do have to clean for my dad, and my little sister is coming this weekend, but I really don't want to, or I don't have the energy to.
Begge dele eller hvad? Den er ret flot.
Han er blå og kaldt sin blåstrøm, mens vinen er rød.
Ej, den er sjov.
Ja, det er.
Ej, der er sådan en lille lang fisk.
Okay, so I'm actually trying to. Oh yeah. By the way, I filled this whole flask with water because there's no water in our apartment. until the clock is like 3 or something. They're fixing something somewhere. I still haven't cleaned my table, but it's okay. I'm actually in the midst of applying for an art school. It's like a high school, so it's like a Danish kind of art school. And the school I was at, Testrup High School, is like kind of the same concept, except this one, Vera, is a little bit different. It's only during the day. So Testrup, I was living at Testrup and eating there for like half a year. Vera is like only schools. And also because of that, it's a lot cheaper than, for example, Testrup High School. This one is meant for students who'd like to apply for like architecture school stuff and art academies. It prepares you for those kinds of schools. But at Testrup, we didn't have to apply like I'm doing right now. At Testrup, when you paid, you were in. But this, I have actually applied, but now I have to have a meeting at the school because it's kind of niche. It is for people who want to apply to bachelors and that kind of stuff. So they want to meet me and hear what I want to do, if it's the right fit for me. Because I can imagine that there might be some people who apply that don't really know what it's about, or maybe you find out it's not really what you want to do anyways and it's not the right fit. They want to take in people to kind of interview them. I got an email after I applied that said I have a meeting March 27, 2025 at like 3 o'clock or something. In the interview, they'll explain more about the stay, the school and the course, because it is kind of more like a course for half a year. It's a very long course, and they also write, and you're asked before the interview, you send a few examples of your works that you have worked with. And you also are asked to answer a few questions. To answer, what are your educational background, you want to know, and have you gone on another high school or similar courses earlier? Because they want to know, because I've applied to the B squad. It sounds kind of weird, but I've applied to the B squad. There's also an A squad, which is like more, not beginner, I don't really know, but usually people take the A squad and then the next half year after that they take the B squad, but I'm not really thinking I'm needing that. We'll see what they say. But what are your educational plans for the future? And they also want you to answer, what would you like to learn at Vera? And then they also want to know what kind of exhibitions you've been to lately and what kind of artists, like it says specifically contemporary artists, like both Danish and international, they say. So I have to send a mail with the works and the answers to them before my interview, which I'm really excited to kind of do something more than just work. I'm ready to do something else now, maybe, and make some art, because it is kind of hard, especially if you have kind of gotten used to making art at school like I have, and I want to apply to art academies and I don't have enough for a portfolio. And also, if you apply to these kind of højskoler that are focused on teaching you how to get into these art academies, it's so much help, and just the critic of your peers or a teacher. In my experience, at least, you develop much faster as an artist. You can do stuff on your own, especially if you have more of a community around you and have friends that can do that, critique and help and that kind of stuff. But it's just applying to the school, it's or I imagine I'm going to become a part of an artistic community pretty quickly, which is really, I think that's pretty valuable. And also, I'm gonna get more out of living here in Copenhagen than I am now, just kind of existing and going to work. I don't really know where I'm going with it, maybe. So I'm really excited for this. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be in Copenhagen, to be honest. I don't know. I might stay, I might not. And my room is still messy.